In the twilight of a fractured era, Earth trembled on the verge of transformation. Among the remnants of isolated city-states and splintered colonies, whispers of a breakthrough that could change everything stirred in clandestine research labs and hidden bunkers beneath sprawling megacities. Dr. Elena Morales stood at the forefront of this revolutionary wave, a brilliant quantum engineer whose relentless determination had long outpaced conventional thought. In the secret corridors of the Nova Institute, Elena prepared for an experiment that promised to bridge humanity's scattered voices across the stars. The lab was a testament to ingenuity and desperate hope. Walls adorned with digital maps and celestial charts depicted a fragmented Earth where once mighty nations now struggled in isolation. Elena's eyes, alight with fierce conviction, scanned the holographic interface before her, where intricate symbols danced in a language only quantum algorithms could decipher. "Today we ignite a beacon that will unite us," she murmured to her team, her words both resolute and tender, a promise that outshone the lingering despair of bygone eras. Beside her, technician Malik adjusted the delicate controls of the quantum relay. "Are we truly ready to trust these untested frequencies, Doctor?" he asked, his tone laced with equal parts caution and wonder. Elena's reply was measured and inspiring. "Every great leap begins with a single uncertain step. Our unity depends on daring to dream beyond the known." In that heartbeat, the sterile lab became a crucible of hope and trepidation, its atmosphere vibrating with the possibility of a destiny yet written. Across the room, an archaic communication device sputtered with static, a relic of old-world links that once connected a divided humanity. Its feeble glow served as a stark reminder of past failures and the ever-present risk of repeating history. Yet, within the radiant interplay of digital constellations and quantum code, Elena saw the promise of a unified future, a future where information, energy, and resolve coalesced into a force capable of defying the cosmos itself. As midnight cloaked the Institute, the final calibrations were locked in. Elena's team gathered around the pulsating central quantum core, their expressions a blend of awe and anxiety. "Initiate the sequence," she commanded softly. In a symphony of keystrokes and blinking luminescence, the relay stirred to life, its oscillations echoing through concrete corridors and rippling outward into the dark void beyond. The inaugural signals, tentative and trembling like the first heartbeat of a newborn star, broke free from the lab's confines, streaming into the endless night with the determination of a united humanity reclaiming its voice. Outside the fortified walls, the cityscape shimmered beneath neon halos and distant starlight. Unbeknownst to its inhabitants, a seismic shift was unfolding, a convergence of human will and technological mastery that would soon reverberate across galaxies. The experiment, once a whispered hope among rebels and dreamers, was now the clarion call for a new cosmic era. In the control room, Malik's fingers danced over the console as he monitored the quantum surge. "The readings are off the charts," he observed, his eyes wide with both excitement and disbelief. A small smile played on Elena's lips as she replied, "This is just the beginning. Today we unlock a doorway to our true potential." Every word she spoke carried the weight of centuries, a defiant challenge to the antiquated forces that had confined humanity to fragmented shadows. Then, without warning, an unexpected alert shattered the jubilation. The central display erupted into a flurry of warnings. An unidentified signal was infiltrating the relay's frequency. Suspense coiled in the air like an unseen predator as team members exchanged anxious glances. Elena's heart pounded as she scrutinized the anomaly. "This signal, it isn't one of ours. Interference, or perhaps a silent observer?" she queried, her voice trembling with both fear and anticipation. For a long, breathless moment, the lab fell into a hush as the mysterious transmission intensified. Every beat of the quantum core synchronized with the mounting pulse of uncertainty. In that charged instant, the destiny of humanity teetered on a razor's edge. On one side, the promise of unification and innovation. On the other, the enigmatic threat of an unknown presence. As the alien signal edged closer, the experiment wavered between triumphant breakthrough and potential calamity. Steeling herself against the rising tide of doubt, Elena inhaled deeply. "Prepare for what comes next," she instructed, her tone firm, as if daring fate to challenge their resolve. In that defining moment, humanity's long journey toward the stars had taken its first fateful step into a universe brimming with both promise and peril, a universe where every flicker of light concealed a secret and every shadow hinted at an unforeseen challenge. The lab's hum persisted into the early hours, its constant rhythm punctuating the rising tension. In the wake of the anomaly's emergence, Elena's team reconvened in the control room, a space that now pulsed with a dual energy of excitement and foreboding. Digital readouts flashed erratic patterns as the mysterious signal wove through the quantum relay's intricate network. Malik's eyes darted over the screens, noting every fluctuation, while other technicians hurriedly adjusted parameters in an effort to isolate its origin. "Run a spectral analysis on the interference," Elena ordered, her voice steady despite the uncertainty that clouded her mind. A young analyst, Mara, leaned forward and keyed in a series of commands. "It appears to be more than random static," she observed softly, her tone laced with both curiosity and caution. "The signal has structured modulations, almost like it's trying to communicate in a language we haven't deciphered yet." The room fell silent for a moment as every ear strained to catch meaning within the digital chaos. The possibility that this was not mere interference, but an intentional transmission, set nerves on edge. "Could it be an invitation?" Malik ventured, his voice barely audible above the ambient hum. Elena hesitated before replying, "Or a warning, we must consider all possibilities." As the minutes turned into tense hours, the team began to piece together fragments of data. The modulation patterns bore a striking resemblance to prime numerical sequences and complex mathematical constants, a universal language that transcended spoken dialects. Mara's fingers danced across the console as she layered digital filters onto the signal. "I'm isolating a recurring sequence," she announced, excitement mingling with trepidation. "It repeats every 47 seconds, almost like a pulse from a living entity." Elena examined the evolving data with a mix of scientific rigor and a sense of destiny. Humanity's breakthrough in quantum communication had always been heralded as a unifying force, but now it had attracted an enigma from beyond. "This isn't a random accident," she murmured. "It's as if the cosmos has sent us a deliberate message, one that challenges everything we thought we knew about contact and cosmic order." Outside the lab's reinforced windows, the neon glow of the city met the infinite darkness of space. The juxtaposition was a stark reminder of humanity's delicate place in the universe, a world where technological marvels now vied with the mysteries of the unknown. Deep within the data streams, a pattern emerged, coordinates embedded within the signal, pointing to a distant sector of space previously thought barren. "It's almost like a map," said Malik, his tone a mix of wonder and disbelief. "If these are navigational markers, then someone or something out there is inviting us to follow." The possibility of venturing into uncharted territory ignited both hope and anxiety among the team. A seasoned astrophysicist, Dr. Reyes, who had silently observed the proceedings, finally broke his silence. "We're on the brink of either a monumental discovery or an existential trap," he warned gravely. "There are forces in the universe that have long observed us, waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves." A brief exchange of glances passed between the team members, the gravity of their undertaking settling in. The lab, once a sanctuary of scientific progress, now felt like the launchpad to an uncertain destiny. Elena steeled herself, her determination unyielding. "We have come too far to back down now," she declared. "Prepare for a deeper probe into the signal. We'll need to recalibrate the relay to lock onto those coordinates and determine if they're a call for help or a challenge to our very existence." As the night deepened, the team embarked on the arduous task of aligning the relay's detectors with the pinpointed coordinates. Every keystroke and calibration brought with it a surge of anticipation. The lab's energy shifted, becoming a crucible of collective resolve as each member contributed to the unfolding investigation. In hushed conversations, They speculated about the possible origin, a remnant of an ancient empire, or perhaps an entirely new force emerging from the cosmic void. Mara's voice, barely above a whisper, broke through the tension. I've managed to enhance the signal clarity. There's a secondary layer now, an intricate code overlay that hints at a structured intelligence behind this transmission. Her words, laden with implications, rippled through the team. Elena's gaze hardened as she absorbed the revelation. Then our task is clear, she affirmed. We decode, we understand, and if necessary, we prepare ourselves. Humanity's future may well depend on the courage to face what's coming. In that charged moment, the lab transformed into a microcosm of human resilience and ingenuity, a beacon in the vast darkness, daring to challenge the cosmos with nothing but its insatiable thirst for knowledge and its unyielding spirit. The echo of the alien signal resonated as a promise and a portent, urging humanity to step boldly into the unknown and redefine its place in a universe that had long underestimated its resolve. In the aftermath of decoding the enigmatic signal, Elena's team was no longer merely scientists. They had become pioneers on the brink of a journey that would alter humanity's destiny. The revelation that the alien transmission carried navigational coordinates transformed the lab's atmosphere from cautious analysis to a pulse of adventure and bold purpose. Under the steady hum of quantum processors and the glow of holographic star maps, the team gathered around a vast projection that illuminated an uncharted sector of the galaxy. The message was clear. The cosmos was beckoning humanity to step beyond its familiar boundaries. Elena, standing at the helm of this new era, addressed the room with calm authority. These coordinates lead us to a region where no human has ever set foot, she declared, her voice resonating with the conviction of centuries of struggle and hope. Malik's eyes narrowed as he studied the intricate path laid out by the data. Are we prepared for what lies out there? It might be a haven or a trap set by forces beyond our understanding. His words, though laced with doubt, underscored the gravity of their decision. The room fell silent, each member contemplating the magnitude of venturing into the unknown. For days, the team toiled in a flurry of recalibrations, aligning quantum detectors and running simulations to plot a safe trajectory through the cosmic void. Mara's fingers raced across her console, extracting layers of the alien signal that now revealed fragments of what could be a cosmic invitation. There's a pulse to this signal, almost as if it's alive, she whispered during one quiet moment, her eyes fixed on the undulating data stream. Her observation, echoing ancient tales of celestial beacons, infused the room with a renewed sense of destiny. Central to this bold expedition was the Aurora Vanguard, a state-of-the-art quantum vessel born of humanity's unyielding ingenuity. A fusion of repurposed legacy technology and breakthrough advancements, the ship embodied the spirit of a unified Earth, resourceful, adaptable, and fiercely determined. Elena, both the architect of the quantum breakthrough and the leader of this odyssey, inspected the vessel's controls one final time. Our journey is not merely one of distance, but of destiny, she stated, her gaze sweeping over the assembled crew. We carry with us the hopes of a united humanity and the drive to prove that our past hardships have forged our greatest strengths. With the Aurora Vanguard primed for departure, the crew launched into the starry night. As the vessel ascended from Earth's gravitational embrace, its quantum engines pulsed with a steady rhythm that mirrored the beating heart of human ambition. Captain Nikhil, an experienced pilot renowned for navigating cosmic anomalies, guided the ship with unwavering precision. Maintain a steady course, he instructed, his voice both reassuring and resolute as the vessel threaded its way through a dazzling nebula of iridescent particles. During the transit, Elena remained at the communications console, cross-referencing the alien signal with real-time sensor data. The transmission, growing stronger with each passing moment, seemed to pulse in sync with the ship's acceleration. It's as if the signal is not only a beacon, but also a guide, she murmured, transfixed by the subtle harmonics of the transmission. Malik, monitoring the ship's systems, added in a measured tone, We may be on the cusp of a contact that redefines everything we thought we knew about our place in the universe. The journey, however, was not without its trials. As the Aurora Vanguard traversed the outer fringes of known space, the crew encountered a swirling vortex, a cosmic anomaly that defied conventional physics. The phenomenon was a turbulent blend of energy and light, its chaotic currents bending the very fabric of space-time. "Brace for turbulence!" Captain Nikhil's command crackled over the intercom as the vessel shuddered under the vortex's relentless grip. In that heart-stopping moment, the crew's resolve was tested. Every heartbeat, every whispered prayer, underscored their shared determination to press on. Through calculated maneuvers and sheer perseverance, the crew steered the Aurora Vanguard clear of the vortex's tumult. As the anomaly receded, a breathtaking vista unfolded before them. A vast expanse of ancient star systems, many shrouded in mystery, bathed in the gentle glow of distant suns. Amidst this cosmic panorama, one planet shone with a soft, inviting luminescence. Its orbit aligned perfectly with the coordinates embedded in the alien transmission. A palpable sense of awe swept through the bridge as the crew recognized the destination. "Prepare for orbital insertion," Captain Nikhil ordered, his tone blending caution with the thrill of impending discovery. Elena's hands moved deftly over the controls, initiating a series of calculated maneuvers to guide the Aurora Vanguard into the planet's gravitational embrace. "This isn't just a landing," she declared quietly. "It's the first step toward embracing a future we once only dared to dream about." As the vessel drew nearer to the glowing world, every sensor, every heart, resonated with the promise of discovery. The alien signal pulsed in tandem with the ship's descent, a final greeting from the cosmos before the crew's entry into an untouched realm. In that charged moment, as the Aurora Vanguard prepared to breach the planet's atmosphere, humanity's journey into the cosmic abyss was sealed, a venture fueled by unity, ingenuity, and the unyielding drive to redefine destiny. The universe had spoken, and humanity was ready to answer its call. The planet's radiant surface expanded beneath the Aurora Vanguard as it began its controlled descent. Sensors flared with unusual readings while the ship's hull shivered under the strain of atmospheric friction. Captain Nikhil's voice resonated through the cabin, steady and resolute. "All hands prepare for insertion. We're approaching the cloud layer. Hold tight." In the command module, Elena's eyes remained locked on a cascade of holographic projections detailing turbulent atmospheric layers and magnetic anomalies. "The energy flux here is unprecedented," she remarked, her voice a blend of scientific wonder and determined resolve. "This planet is not merely a destination, it's a message in itself." Malik's fingers danced over the controls as he fine-tuned the vessel's thrusters. "Engines are at full capacity. We're locking onto the designated descent corridor," he confirmed, his tone mixing technical precision with quiet anticipation. The Aurora Vanguard's descent ushered the crew into a world of surreal beauty. Outside the shuttle's reinforced viewports, the landscape unfolded in luminous splendor, a vast expanse of shifting colors, where crystalline formations merged with organic, undulating terrain. Intricate patterns crisscrossed the surface, hinting at a long-forgotten order carved by an ancient hand. Amid these otherworldly vistas, monolithic structures emerged, their sharp angles and graceful curves defying natural formation. "Those formations," Elena whispered, awe threading through her voice, "suggest the presence of an intelligent past that transcended our own understanding." As the shuttle edged toward a flat, open clearing bordered by towering stone pillars, Captain Nikhil announced, "Initiating landing sequence. Keep your sensors alert and your wits sharp." The bay doors hissed open, releasing a smaller exploration craft for the final approach. Inside the shuttle, the crew exchanged brief but resolute glances. "We're the pioneers now," Mara murmured, her eyes reflecting both trepidation and excitement. "Let's make history without repeating the mistakes of our past." The exploration shuttle glided smoothly over the soft, luminescent surface, its descent choreographed with mechanical precision. The landscape beneath was a tapestry of silvery dust and ancient stone, interlaced with pulsating veins of energy that mirrored the cadence of the alien signal. Landing gear extended and locked with a measured thud, the shuttle coming to rest beside a colossal edifice that rose from the terrain like a sentinel of an era lost to time. Clad in streamlined exploration suits, Elena led a small team out of the shuttle. The first steps onto the alien soil were tentative, yet filled with an indomitable spirit. "Document every detail," she instructed, her tone firm but reverent. "This is our first direct encounter with a civilization's legacy. Be observant. Be cautious." Malik, ever the skeptic turned believer, replied with a wry smile. "We turned our challenges into triumphs once before. Let's see what secrets this place holds." The ground beneath their feet was soft yet unyielding, a mixture of fine glowing dust and weathered stone. With each step toward the ancient structure, the ambient hum of the planet deepened, a subtle, almost musical vibration that seemed to synchronize with their heartbeats. The edifice's facade was etched with elaborate glyphs and spiraling patterns that glowed faintly, as if animated by an inner light. "It's as though this monument is alive, communicating in a language of light and resonance," Mara noted, her voice barely audible over the gentle susurration of the atmosphere. The team gathered at the threshold of a vast, arched entryway. Captain Nikhil scanned the carvings with a practiced eye. "These inscriptions aren't mere decoration. They're a codex of a civilization that cherished knowledge and unity. Every symbol could be a piece of a larger narrative," he surmised. Elena stepped forward, lightly tracing a series of interlocking symbols with her gloved fingertips. "This is our invitation to understand their legacy," she said, determination shining in her eyes. "We're here not to dominate, but to learn." A soft, resonant chime suddenly echoed from deep within the structure, halting the team in their tracks. Malik's voice broke the silence, edged with cautious wonder. "That sound, it's almost like a greeting." The sound reverberated through the marble-like halls, stirring a mix of curiosity and apprehension. "Prepare for a full sensor sweep," Elena ordered. "Every anomaly, every whisper of sound may be the key to unraveling this mystery." Inside the grand chamber, light emanated from unknown sources, casting ethereal patterns on the smooth ancient walls. The team moved in measured silence, their steps synchronized with the pulse of the monument. In the center of the vast hall, a complex device of interwoven crystalline and metallic elements throbbed with a soft energy. "This artifact could be the nexus of their technology and culture," Elena hypothesized, studying its rhythmic luminescence. "It might even be the mechanism that transmitted our invitation." A hushed conversation erupted among the team as theories were exchanged in low, urgent tones. "We are stepping into a dialogue that spans millennia," Captain Nikhil declared. "Our arrival here is no accident. It's the culmination of our unity and resilience as a species." His words carried the weight of human history and the promise of new beginnings. In that silent, hallowed space, the crew's resolve solidified. Their mission was now intertwined with the ancient narrative of a civilization that had once dared to reach beyond its confines. Each symbol on the walls, every pulse of the enigmatic device, affirmed that humanity's journey was not merely a conquest of space, but a quest for understanding. A quest that would redefine their place in the cosmic tapestry. As the team advanced deeper into the monument, every step was a tribute to the indomitable spirit of human curiosity and the enduring hope that, in the vast unknown, humanity could find its true destiny. Deep within the monument's labyrinthine corridors, the temperature dropped, and a quiet hum of energy echoed off ancient walls. Elena led the team forward, the glow from their portable sensors illuminating intricate murals and etched hieroglyphs that told a story lost in time. The passage opened into a vaulted chamber where the air felt charged with anticipation. At its center, embedded in a dais of polished stone, lay a crystalline structure pulsing with soft iridescence, a relic of the civilization that once ruled these lands. The artifact's light synchronized with the rhythm of the alien signal, resonating with a frequency that made the hairs on every crew member's neck stand on end. "This is the heart of their legacy," murmured Mara, her voice a blend of awe and scientific curiosity. Captain Nikhil surveyed the chamber warily. "It might be both a beacon and a safeguard. We need to approach it with caution, he warned, his tone measured but edged with urgency. As the team drew closer, Elena's gloved hand reached out toward the crystalline structure. The moment her fingertips brushed the cool surface, a surge of energy rippled through the room. The murals along the walls shimmered, and the ambient hum deepened into a resonant chorus. Suddenly, a holographic figure flickered into existence. A regal, ancient visage adorned in ceremonial garb, its eyes aglow with a knowledge beyond millennia. "Welcome, seekers," the figure intoned, its voice reverberating like a chorus of whispers. "You have awakened the legacy of our people, the keepers of cosmic wisdom. Only those who embrace unity and ingenuity can harness the power to reshape destiny." The team exchanged glances, a mixture of disbelief and determination reflecting in their eyes. Elena stepped forward. "We are here not to claim power, but to learn and connect," she replied, her voice steady despite the electric tension filling the chamber. The hologram continued, unveiling layers of ancient lore encoded in luminous symbols that danced around the relic. "In our era, we transcended the confines of our physical limitations by merging spirit with science. Your world, scarred by strife and division, now stands on the precipice of a new dawn. To unlock our gift, you must solve the enigma of our design, a test of creativity, resolve, and unity." The figure's words hung in the air, challenging them to rise to the ancient standard. A series of crystalline panels around the chamber shifted, revealing a grid of symbols and complex equations that floated in midair. Malik's eyes lit up as he recognized patterns reminiscent of quantum algorithms. "This is a puzzle, one that integrates our scientific breakthroughs with their ancient code," he said. The chamber seemed to pulse in anticipation, as if waiting for the human spark to ignite its secrets. Working in unison, the team split into small clusters to decipher the multi-layered puzzle. Elena coordinated the effort, balancing technical analysis with intuitive insight. "Every symbol corresponds to a principle of unity and adaptation," she explained as she traced a finger along a swirling motif. Mara, interpreting the numerical sequences, interjected softly. "It's like they encoded not just knowledge but a philosophy, a blueprint for overcoming limits." Time blurred as the crew synchronized their efforts. With every correct connection made, the panels glowed brighter, and the holographic figure's image shifted from static authority to a dynamic tapestry of past achievements and future promise. Captain Nikhil, ever vigilant, noted with a mix of relief and wonder, "We're not just decoding a message, we're reliving the triumph of a civilization that dared to dream beyond its stars." Suddenly, as the final piece of the puzzle clicked into place, the chamber trembled. A cascade of light burst forth from the artifact, washing over the walls and saturating the space with vibrant hues. The hologram's voice rang clear and resolute. "You have proven that humanity's flaws are the seeds of its greatest strengths. In your unity, you find the key to surpassing the boundaries of time and space." The relic's radiance coalesced into a symbolic image, a swirling galaxy interwoven with countless human faces, each representing hope, resilience, and the indomitable spirit of innovation. In that charged moment, the legacy of the ancient civilization was reborn through the very hands that had once been dismissed as primitive. The team stood transfixed, realizing that they were not merely explorers, but inheritors of a cosmic mantle. The technology of the past, long dormant, now integrated with humanity's modern breakthroughs, promised to propel Earth into a new era of galactic prominence. Elena's voice, filled with conviction, broke the spell. "This is our moment. We have not only discovered a legacy, but have become a part of it. Let us carry this wisdom forward, not as conquerors, but as stewards of a united future." The murmurs of agreement among the team resonated with the ancient promise, a call to redefine destiny through collective courage, creativity, and unity. With the chamber's mysteries now unlocked, the crew understood that this was only the beginning. The legacy of the ancients had given them a vision, a future where humanity, once underestimated, would rise to become the true galactic superpower, guided by the eternal light of unity and innovation. A palpable shift permeated the air as the Legacy's light faded into a deep, resonant hum that vibrated beneath the surface of the monument. Moments after the artifact's radiant display, the crew experienced an unsettling calm, a silence pregnant with portent. Outside, the planet's twilight deepened, and an eerie glow began to pulse in rhythm with distant mechanical beats. It was as if the universe itself had exhaled a warning. Back aboard the Aurora Vanguard, Elena and her team huddled in the command center. The artifact's activation had triggered a cascade of transmissions far beyond the ancient structure. Malik's fingers trembled over his console as he brought up a series of incoming signals from deep space. "These aren't random echoes," he murmured. "They're coordinated, almost like an ancient army is stirring." Mara's eyes widened at the sight of geometric formations emerging on the holographic display, fleet formations of colossal angular vessels drifting toward the planet's orbit. "They're approaching fast," she reported, her voice a mix of awe and dread. "I'm detecting energy signatures that dwarf anything we've seen before." Captain Nikhil's voice was low but firm as he addressed the gathering storm. "This is no mere coincidence," he stated. "Our awakening has set off a chain reaction across the galaxy. We must prepare for whatever comes next." Outside, sensors confirmed their worst fears. A fleet of alien warships, remnants of an empire long thought to be myth, now loomed like ominous shadows against the cosmos. Their sleek obsidian hulls were adorned with symbols eerily reminiscent of the glyphs in the monument. A deliberate connection, as if the ancient architects had foreseen this moment. Elena took a deep breath, her mind racing through possibilities. "We've unlocked technology that integrates our modern science with the wisdom of the ancients," she said, her tone resolute. "Now, we must use that same fusion to stand our ground." A flicker of determination passed through her team, each member knowing that the unity which brought them here was about to be tested on an unprecedented scale. On the planet's surface, the crew had begun scanning the horizon as the alien fleet settled into orbital formation. The artifact's residual energy continued to pulse, a beacon that had inadvertently alerted these cosmic forces. In hushed urgency, Captain Nikhil ordered, "Establish a secure channel. Let's try to communicate before they decide to act." A crackling voice echoed through the bridge, a low, modulated tone layered with centuries of authority. "This is the sovereign of the Veiled Dominion," the voice intoned, each word deliberate and weighted with ancient power. "Your actions have awakened forces that slumbered in the dark void. Declare your purpose or face the consequences of trespassing on sacred ground." Elena exchanged a determined glance with Mara. "We seek unity and knowledge," she replied, her voice steady despite the rising tension. "Our people have suffered through disunity and conflict for too long. We have come to learn, to connect, and to forge a future that benefits all." A silence fell as the alien voice seemed to assess her words. Malik's fingers danced over his console, attempting to parse the nuances of the transmission. "The reply carries a challenge. An invitation to prove our worth or to submit to judgment," he observed. Inside the command center, the atmosphere was electric. The team debated strategies in low, urgent tones. Captain Nikhil's tactical instincts urged caution. "We have an opportunity here," he argued. "Our legacy technology might be the key to bridging this cosmic divide. But if we fail, our actions could spark a conflict we aren't ready to face." Outside, the alien fleet maintained a silent vigil, their presence a constant reminder of the ancient power that had once ruled these star systems. The shimmering energy shield of one of the flagship vessels pulsed in unison with the artifact's residual glow, a silent beacon demanding recognition. Elena's mind raced with memories of humanity's struggle to overcome adversity, of battles fought not with brute force but with resilience and ingenuity. "We are not here to conquer," she declared. "We are here to demonstrate that our imperfections are the very things that fuel our innovation and unity." A tense standoff ensued as both sides awaited the next move. The alien sovereign's voice resonated again, softer yet imbued with stern finality. "Your words hold promise, but action is the true measure of intent. Prepare to prove that the spirit of your kind can indeed transcend the boundaries of primitive conflict. At that moment, alarms blared softly as sensors detected minute energy fluctuations in the planet's crust, subtle signals that the ancient artifact was reactivating, perhaps to aid in the coming trial. Elena felt a surge of hope amid the looming threat. "This is our chance," she said firmly. "Let's harness the legacy's power. It is not just a gift, it is a test, one that we must pass to secure our place in the galaxy." With hearts pounding and minds steeled for the confrontation ahead, humanity's champions prepared to face a reckoning that could redefine the future. The line between friend and foe blurred in the twilight of destiny, leaving only one truth. The fate of an entire civilization now hinged on the audacity to embrace its own imperfections and transform them into strengths worthy of the stars. In the chamber where ancient light met human courage, the air crackled with an unspoken challenge. The artifact's glow pulsed rhythmically, bathing the vast hall in shifting hues of violet and silver, as if echoing the beating hearts of those gathered. The sovereign's voice, now softer yet resolute, filled the space. "You have awakened a power beyond measure. Now step forth into the labyrinth of trials, where your unity and resolve shall be tested. Let your collective spirit illuminate the path to your destiny." Elena, Captain Nikhil, Malik, Mara, and the remaining crew exchanged determined glances as a crystalline doorway slowly unfolded before them, revealing a maze of undulating corridors lined with floating panels etched in cryptic symbols. With measured steps, they advanced into the unknown, a passage that promised both enlightenment and peril. Almost immediately, the corridor transformed. The first trial emerged as a vivid holographic projection of a war-torn Earth, its skies choked by conflict and despair. Amid the chaos, voices of anguish and dissent reverberated. "This is a vision of your past, a testament to the cost of division." The image stirred memories of humanity's darkest hours. For a brief, heavy moment, the team stood in solemn silence. Then Elena's steady voice broke the stillness. "We carry these scars as reminders of our failures, but also as fuel for our unity. We learn, we evolve." As her words echoed, the images dissolved into beams of pure light, signaling that the first test was met. No sooner had they passed that trial than the labyrinth shifted again. This time, an array of energy barriers, shimmering like fields of liquid light, blocked their path. Malik took command, his voice firm yet measured. "Follow my lead. Synchronize your movements. One misstep, and we trigger a cascade of alarms." Step by step, the team navigated the barrier. Each synchronized motion caused the barriers to ripple and part, like the petals of a cosmic flower unfurling in unison. With every successful stride, a quiet sense of triumph blossomed amid the tension, until finally they emerged together on the other side, united by their perseverance. The journey deepened as they entered a vast chamber where the ambient light coalesced into shifting holographic projections, each image a mirror of their inner fears and doubts. Captain Nikhil found himself face to face with a vision of his past failures, spectral echoes of lost comrades and bitter regrets that had once haunted him in the solitude of command. A tender, almost imperceptible whisper emerged from the apparition. "You are not defined by regret." With a steeled resolve, Nikhil reached out and embraced his vulnerability. The haunting visions receded, replaced by a comforting glow that affirmed his strength through self-forgiveness. Elena, too, confronted her inner turmoil. Flickers of a fractured Earth, where mistrust and fear had stifled innovation, swirled before her eyes. In that crucible of emotion, she recalled the promise of the legacy and the unity that had carried them this far. "Our imperfections are the seeds of our greatness," she murmured, her voice resonating like a rallying cry. Gradually, the myriad images converged into a single harmonious vision, a future where humanity's diversity and resilience paved the way for hope. In the heart of the labyrinth, as if summoned by their unified spirit, the holographic form of the sovereign reappeared. Its once imposing visage now bore a hint of quiet benevolence as it proclaimed, "You have journeyed through the trials with hearts unyielding and minds attuned to the power of unity. Your struggles have not been in vain, for they reveal the truth of your kind. Strength lies in collaboration, and innovation blooms from the courage to face one's own shadow. A final barrier manifested, a shimmering portal emblazoned with the ancient sigils of Earth's heritage, interwoven with the timeless symbols of the ancients. To unlock passage, the team was required to channel their collective resolve. Standing shoulder to shoulder, they placed their gloved hands against the radiant surface. In that transcendent moment, a surge of energy pulsed through them, an unspoken vow that they would not be divided by fear or uncertainty. The portal gradually opened, revealing an expanse of pure, incandescent light, a realm of renewal and limitless potential. As the team stepped through the threshold, the weight of the trials lifted, replaced by the palpable realization that they had not only overcome the labyrinth, but had embraced the very essence of what it meant to be human. In that luminous passage, the lessons of the labyrinth crystallized into an enduring truth. Unity transforms weakness into strength. Vulnerability is the wellspring of wisdom, and when hearts and minds merge, even the most daunting of trials can be surmounted. The crucible of resolve had been endured, and with it, the foundation of a future where humanity's indomitable spirit would illuminate the cosmos. Emerging from the crucible of trials, the crew stepped through the shimmering portal into a vast ethereal arena suspended between the fabric of time and space. The chamber was a cosmic amphitheater where light and shadow danced in harmonious interplay, a final stage upon which the destiny of humanity and the ancient dominion would be decided. In the distance, the alien fleet still loomed in silent vigil, their obsidian forms etched against a canvas of swirling nebulae, while the relic's energy pulsed like the heartbeat of a new epoch. Elena, standing at the forefront with the relic cradled in her gloved hands, felt its power surge through her veins. The luminous artifact, now fused with the lessons of the labyrinth, radiated a spectrum of colors that defied description. Its brilliance illuminated the faces of the crew, each expression a portrait of determination and hope. "This is the moment," she intoned, her voice echoing in the vastness. "We channel not just our technology, but our very spirit into a force that can redefine cosmic destiny." Captain Nikhil's steady gaze swept over the assembled team and then shifted to the holographic display that linked them to the alien armada. The Sovereign's earlier challenge now resonated with a newfound gravity. "Our adversaries demand a demonstration of our worth," he declared. "They wish to see if our unity can overcome the barriers of ancient enmity. Let us show them that what they once dismissed as primitive has become our greatest strength." The crew moved with purposeful urgency. Malik and Mara initiated the integration of the relic's energy with the Aurora Vanguard systems. Screens flickered with streams of cascading data as quantum interfaces synchronized, creating a bridge between human ingenuity and the legacy of a civilization long past. "The relic's power is not destructive, it is transformative," Malik explained, fingers flying over his console. "It can recalibrate energy fields, with pi not to annihilate but to forge connections." His words were met with nods of assent, each crew member aware that the coming confrontation would be as much a test of character as of capability. Outside the chamber's walls, the fleet stirred. The Sovereign's voice, deep and resonant, once again filled the communication channel. "Show us your resolve, humanity. Prove that your collective spirit can bind the wounds of ancient conflicts and pave the way for a new cosmic order." The challenge hung in the air like a gauntlet thrown at their feet. In response, Elena stepped forward to address the unseen assembly. "We come not as conquerors, but as inheritors of a shared destiny," she declared, her tone both defiant and compassionate. "Our history is marked by strife and division, yet from those very imperfections we have forged an unbreakable unity. Today we offer you a covenant, a promise that our flaws have shaped a creativity and resilience unmatched in the cosmos." Her words rippled through the chamber, imbuing the relic with an even greater radiance. A surge of energy flowed from the relic into the ship's core, igniting a brilliant, pulsing shield that enveloped the Aurora Vanguard. The beam of unified power extended outward, intertwining with the energy of the approaching fleet. In that dazzling convergence, alien and human technologies met in a spectacular display of raw force and refined purpose. The collision of energies was not cataclysmic but transformative, a melding of ancient authority with modern audacity that transcended the concept of war. For a long, heart-stopping moment, silence reigned as both sides absorbed the magnitude of what was unfolding. The holographic visage of the sovereign appeared once more on the bridge, a visage that now seemed touched by unexpected reverence. "Your display has stirred memories of our own legacy," the sovereign murmured, voice softer yet imbued with respect. "In your unity, we see not the seeds of conquest but the promise of renewal. Perhaps it is time to abandon the old cycle of dominion and embrace a future built on shared wisdom." Captain Nikhil exchanged a glance with his team, each face lit by hope and tempered by the weight of responsibility. "We extend our hand not in submission, but in alliance," he said firmly. "Let this moment mark the beginning of a new era where differences become strengths, and together we reshape our common destiny." The words resonated like a clarion call, transcending the boundaries of language and species. In that electrifying exchange, the cosmic battlefield transformed into a conclave of understanding. The alien fleet, once poised for confrontation, began a measured retreat, their energy now harmonizing with the relic's pulse. One by one, vessels adjusted their trajectories, signaling an acceptance of the truce. The once ominous threat receded into a promise of mutual exploration rather than annihilation. As the final vestiges of tension faded, the chamber's radiant light deepened into a symbol of rebirth. Humanity had not only met the challenge of the ancient legacy, but had transcended it, melding scientific ingenuity with the timeless virtues of empathy and unity. In that transcendent moment, the stars themselves seemed to shimmer with newfound possibility, as if the universe were celebrating the dawn of a truly galactic superpower. The crew, united in purpose and emboldened by their triumph, understood that this was only the beginning. Their journey had redefined what it meant to be human, a species that turned its imperfections into the very foundation of its greatest achievements. As they prepared to return to Earth and share their legacy with the cosmos, the relic's fading glow served as an eternal reminder. The power of unity and innovation could illuminate even the darkest corners of the universe, heralding an era where humanity, once underestimated, now shone as a beacon of hope and progress across the stars.